Hi guys, welcome back to Minecraft. This is Flandyn, and this episode is being a bit differently. I'm going to do a showcase at the same time I'm doing a tutorial. So the showcase is going to be on three different binary decoders. I showed you a bit in about a binary decoder last episode, but I want to go further inside. It's because on this server we have a problem that learners are using this binary decoder, which I'm certainly not happy about, because this one is probably the most lousy design I've found. It is the smallest. It is the one I used in the double level. It's usable there, but else as a binary decoder it's to no use. So I'm going to show you two alternatives. I'm going to show you this one also to see how it works. So let me just start it. Yeah. This one is off, so it needs an invert, but sure. I'm just going to add a small thing I forgot to add. Okay. So when I press this one, it should go off here, but it certainly didn't. I've forgotten someone here. Okay, there we go. So now this one shows up. So this is 0. You can add 1. You can remove this one and add 2 instead. You can add 2 and 1 to get 3. When you have got 3, you can when you have 3, then we need to jump over 3 and add 4. So this is 4, 5. This is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Up there. And finally, here is 7. So it has 8 different states. And well, basically this is binary inputs, and this is decimal. So from these outputs you can basically put it straight into a binary display. So this has the value, you can show it there. This is probably the most used design, which I'm not happy about. I invented my own design to mimic this one, at the same time be faster, like really stick faster. And this one is then a design that I learned on another server. Very helpful, almost instant. Yeah, I love that design so bad. So I'm going first to showcase this one. This one has the input on top and output on bottom. It's partly the same as this one, but this one has the output on top. I designed this one myself. I need to fix a lot of bugs using this. So let's start. This is 1. So it moves 1 forward. This is 2. This is 1 and 2. Here we have 4. And yeah. So and here we have 5. And let's just go to 6 and 7. Just the same. As you can see, this is the input, and like it's instant. So as you can see, when I'm swapping this, it swaps almost instantly from here to there. On this one, on the other hand, let me just add to this full, so you can see it further. When I'm pressing this, you can see it takes a while. And this is just a 3-bit one. A 4-bit will be twice as big, 5-bit twice as big of that, 6-bit twice as big as that, and then we came to 8-bit, which is twice as big as that. And then these ticks start to matter, really. This one will have, I really don't know, on the 8-bit I think it will have, I'm guessing 30 repeaters or something like that. So that was those. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 1 Notice this one. This one I'm most accepting about. This one is I'm going to do a tutorial on because most people want the output on top and the inputs on the bottom. This one has that, and this is my own design, so I don't need to take any credits, or don't need to give any credit. Sorry, I really would like. So as you can see, it's just it's a bit slow in the retracting part because of the sand needs to fall, but it's instant bottom here, so every sand will fall just as fast down. In a big one, this will also nearly be instant. So it works just the same. If I'm, as you can see, it's just the retraction part, as it's super fast. Yeah, I love this design. And this one is the most advanced one, most expensive one in a single player server. In a single player server, I bet this one is probably the cheapest one, though it depends on what you have. But I'm going to go over this one. So I'm going to tell you how this works and then show how to build it. So, well, from the second bit and more, it's basically a stackable design. It's using this one and this one, and no matter how high it is. This one, and here you can see just the same, just that using one of these and two of these instead of four, and you just expand this. Here uses a different way to activate it. I'm going to show you that. I'm not going to build the entire thing. I'm going to show you these two things, how to build them. So the first thing I will start with, let me just build it right here, it couldn't hurt, is that it uses a block and a sand. The block beside it has a way to become active right here, and then a piston right here. Then I need the glass. Let me solve that against, yeah, and the sand on top. If I'm coming back here now, you can see that this is the first bit. It's always the tallest bit, so the next one will be slightly smaller. Let me just move this, and right here, this next one. To power this, you basically have a redstone line going beside the piston. And then you're going down, back down, and ready for two more. So how this works is that this redstone power this redstone block and powers this piston, getting the sand up here, which will this redstone will now power this sand, which will power the piston, and then lift up. It isn't that much harder. And how you read it is basically here. Remember, when they are tall here, you need to use either repeater or glowstone. A regular block will create a bug because the redstone is powering the block, which is powering this. A glowstone is a transmutation block, transmutative block. So when your redstone won't power the block beneath it if it's glowstone. That is very important to learn. This is how you do the first bit, and it's basically to stack them, so it'll be like just add on. It's not that complicated basically, and you can just add this red here. This will never interfere with the wiring because it's only going to be up and here. And this is not a bud, even though it's diagonally, it's on diagonally when the block is up here. Yeah, as you can see, when I did this, it created a bud, because when this redstone powers this block, it becomes a bud. I like it up to date with hitting this block, and up to date once more hitting this block. Okay, so this is basically how the design is looking like. And it's just keep going. The next one is a bit simpler. It's basically a very solid nice sign. So I'm starting here on the let's say just the bottom one. Actually, let me do the top one first, because I think that's the best one right now. And here I'll get myself a glowstone again. Glowstone is a very important part in this, because it's non-transmuted, which will remove most bud switches, and it becomes pretty handy and good then. Okay, so I'm building this now. So piston is also a transmutation block, which most people doesn't know. So I'm on this design. I'm using a couple of things people didn't know. For the first, someone will think that this would be a bud, which is not. But when it's it's basically a special bud. Yeah. So keep going. It uses that pistis transmuted blocks and wouldn't cut the signal. It makes that glowstone want bud switch and make a bud switch out of this. Neither the repeater. Due to the sand and glass. Yeah, it uses at ship and uses this one, of course, which is basically to power a piston like this over and use the sand height limit. So it's a very advanced design of it. Right now I'm just making the second one, or the second two blocks. So when I think of it, I'm doing like this, and now I'm going with a zigzag or a diagonally pattern. And here just goes up again, like as you can see here, start again. So the glowstone here, second block. A very neat little device to know how to build. So I'm just going to show you how to power this. So you're putting out glass on the pistons. After that, you're placing sand. Oh, I'm crashing the RAM now. So, and after here, so I'm just placing the last few blocks now.